and money by fitting them before the Chop King arrives. He's even found time to teach Polish mechanic Magic some useful English idioms.
Talk to hand.
To hand.
Face.
Face.
No listen.
Talk to hand. Face. No listen.
Ah, you got it. Hey,
Even though Bernie's trying to get a head start on the mechanical work, when Leepu arrives, all he's interested in is carrying on with his surf design.
Morning. Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, we've got all the suspension, everything's all stripped.
I need the cars in 6 wheels on the ground.
Fine. Well, you can't put the wheels
I haven't finished my chassis yet, Bernie. Chassis is not lined up. It's not reinforced yet.
Why is it he always shouts at me and he never shouts at you, Magic? Yeah, have a shout at Magic for a change.
Magic, what the hell is going on?
Talk to hand. Face. No listening. That's it.
What the hell is going on? Talk to hand. Face not listening. Listening to my ass. I'm chopping a chassis. I'm chopping a whole car in 2 pieces and putting it back together. He doesn't take it serious.
But you see, in Bangladesh, everything is done one way. One way in Bangladesh, and that's Leepu's way. Only Leepu's way. It's the only way it works in Bangladesh. Well, here's different. You're my manor now, sunshine.
Coming up, with the road test only a week away, Leepu puts the engine out of bounds and Bernie nearly blows a gasket.
I've got to get going on this thing. Driving up the fucking wall.
I don't care whether he gets mad, you know. He's out of my way. I like that.
To make a sale, they're going to have to impress the surf dudes and dudesses. But right now, the Surfmobile looks like it's heading for a wipeout.
That ain't going nowhere. That ain't going nowhere.
Leepu thought he'd turned this ugly duckling into an elegant swan-shaped pickup. The idea was to join 2 old bangers into one gleaming 6-wheeled truck.
Rolling in 6 wheels! Yeah!
But then, Leepu swapped wings for waves and he changed the design to a surfer's dream wagon. It's week 2 of a 3-week build, preparing Leepu's Surfmobile for the Kite Surfing Championships. But in 7 days, it's the test drive, and Leepu must make sure that the 2 welded chassis won't come apart.
Wait, I can hear some noise, Bernie. What are you saying?
And while he's doing the important structural work, he won't let Bernie remove the Polo's clapped-out engine.
You have to work later when I'm done? But not now, Bernie. Please, please. Please, Bernie, not now, please.
Leepu, you know,
Please,
I've got to get going on this thing. We're running out of time. Come on.
I agree with you. It has to be nice, a great, very powerful engine, but don't touch it now, Great Bernie, please.
Driving up the fucking wall.
I don't care whether he gets mad, you know. I gotta get things done.
As ever, time means money, but Bernie's got a trick up his sleeve. He still has the old white Polo outside.
I've actually got another engine here. So I'm going to strip the engine off of this, the whole top, get it all ready, and when I put some sleeping pills in his tea and he can sleep on the floor, then I can get the heads changed over, which is going to save me a bloody lot of time and save him rotating my backside every bloody minute.
But, like a bad rash, Leepu never actually goes away.
That's a camera.
Go over there. I don't want to see you again. Now fucking stay over there.
Finally, Bernie gets some space to himself and can get down to some serious old-fashioned mechanical work, overhauling the cylinder head.
When you're an apprentice, it's the job which you have to do. They teach you how to do it. Some there could be 4 or 5 heads on the bench and you have to do them all by hand.
It's hard graft, but Bernie doesn't have the money to buy a new head, so it's time well spent.
You're insured of better idle, more miles per gallon, more responsive engine, use less fuel, and obviously an engine's going to last longer.
After their row, Leepu and Bernie aren't speaking, so while it's peaceful, Magic and Terry have some time to catch up. And there's some surprising news.
And the next week I go to buy the ring for my girlfriend. I love her and I want to engage. We are together 6 months, maybe 5 months. I don't remember actually, but it doesn't matter, you know, how long we love. I love her, yeah, and she loves me.
That's lovely. It's lovely. Yeah. Tear to the eye. I think even bring tear to the eye to Bernie.
Finally, the waves that Leepu has mysteriously mentioned are taking on a distinctive shape.
You gotta have a long, huge wave. Short wave you can't surf.
Leepu's trademark is to structure curves into his cars, and these innovative, one-off designs are what makes his creation so valuable and why Bernie got involved in the business.
Zia?
With Leepu at the other end of the workshop, Bernie needs to find someone else to pick on. Fortunately, Leepu's brother Zia is nearby.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, they flow the same way as Leepu does bodywork, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Right, so what comes after S?
T.
Lovely, no sugar. Cheers, mate.
Okay. Barry!
Yes, Mr. C. Oh, look at that. I'll tell you something, that is the nicest cup of coffee I've tasted in a long time.
This is not coffee, this is tea.
That's what I mean, it's the nicest cup of coffee I've tasted in a long time.
I think now you have to go home, because I think you're going out of your head.
I've been going out of my head since I've been mixing with you and your brother in Bangladesh. So tell me what's new, my son.
6 p.m. Bernie has overhauled the head and Leepu's made good progress with his wave design. But to make next week's test drive, the new bodywork must be secured and the two chassis heavily reinforced, or the whole lot will fall apart. And tomorrow, it's a bank holiday.
I can't see it being done. It's a 4-day break now. Unless he really, really, really pulls his finger out and he's in every single day, that ain't going nowhere. That ain't going nowhere.
With Bernie heading home for the weekend, Leepu rises to the challenge and works late. Meanwhile, Magic has asked Terry to help him with his ring shopping.
I just like the sparkling drink, yeah? Being like this one, but gold one. Yeah.
Just too late, Magic realises that Terry might not be the best person to give advice.
It's not easy, trust me. It's not easy.
To me, I'd rather get the money and go and buy a car. Yeah. After this, you know what's next? No, a cot. There, a cot. Baby cot.
It's 9 p.m, and while the capital is winding down for the bank holiday, Bernie settles down for some much-needed kit. And Leepu snuggles up with his angle grinder. After a relaxing weekend, Bernie's back at the chop shop to see if Leepu has done any work on the car. With 2 days until the test drive, he's an anxious man.
Oh well. There it goes. Let's have a look, see what he's done. Holy shit! I can't believe how much he's done. Bloody hell. He's shaped the wings, he's shaped the panel, he's even shaped the doors. I mean, I must admit, looking at this now, I do feel a bit guilty. Me sunning myself in the garden when he's here working his buns off. So yeah, I feel a bit guilty now.
Hello, Bernie.
Hi.
What are you doing up to?
I've got to give you my hand, sunshine. That's all you're going to get.
What for?
You've done a fantastic job, really.
For the very first time, Bernie gets to work on the engine. With only 48 hours until the test drive, he still doesn't know if his reconditioned head will fire up. And taking out the original 15-year-old head proves to be tough.
Good. When you undo tight nuts, what do you say? Gotcha. Good, you cow son.
Lovely.
Despite a desperate bid to get the car ready for the road test, the chop shop is strangely quiet, and unusually, the bodywork and engine are being worked on simultaneously. Bernie fitting the reconditioned head, and Leepu making sure the Surfmobile stays in one piece.
These metals are not thick enough, not strong. We have welded all around, but welding is not good enough to hold the whole two cars together. We have to put a box frame all, from front to rear.